Greetings everyone, I am Blair and welcome to our No Man's Sky Expedition Redo playthroughs. Today is the start of the Expedition 18 Relics Redo. Now for those unfamiliar with No Man's Sky, every year No Man's Sky has several what they call expeditions. These are special little kind of community-based bits that go through a certain set storyline, various phases. It's always built up of 5 phases with different little quests and goals in each one. At the end of each one, you get certain special rewards for that expedition, and then when you've completed all 5 and completed the expedition, there's usually a final really cool reward you get. Nice thing is these rewards, once you earn them, can be claimed on any of your saves. Now, at the end of every year, around the holiday times, like now, November, December, January time frames, they do what they call a redo. Normal expeditions usually last about 6 weeks. The redo are condensed, somewhat simplified versions of the expeditions that only last 2 weeks. It's a great way to give those that may have missed out on parts or all of previous expeditions from that previous year to get the rewards still. So it's really pretty cool. Like I said, today starts the Relics expedition, and I'm gonna go ahead, walk you through it. We'll go through, get it completed, maybe give you a couple little tips and stuff along the way. I've got a lot of time in this game, so picked up a few things here and there. Now, if you're looking for a speed run, you're not going to find it here. I don't laze about, but I do take my time. I'll stop, gather a bunch of a resource instead of just what you need, stuff like that. There's a lot of folks out there that do speed runs. Just if you go to YouTube and you type in No Man's Sky speed runs, you'll find them. They're there. They're great folks. So if you're looking for how to do it the quickest way possible, they'll be out there giving you the ways to do so. Give them some support. Now, there are 2 ways to do an expedition. This is the main screen. We go ahead and hit play. There are 2 ways you can do it. You can go into a normal game, like this is my main save that has 232 hours of playtime in it. You can go in there, go to the community hub that's called the Anomaly. There's a station there. You can use your main save character to jump in and do it that way. Advantage of doing it that way is that you can bring in some maybe needed resources and stuff to pick up at the Anomaly once you're in the expedition to help you out. The disadvantage of that is every now and then there is the chance of a game-breaking bug showing up, and it can mess up your main save. Just something to think about. I've not had it ever happen, but it can. The other way to do it, and the way I'm going to show you here today, is you start a new save. So we're going to come down here, hit the new game. Now, we could start a normal mode, normal settings, one. We could do a relaxed, creative, everything's free. You can fully customize your settings for a game. We'll go into that in detail when I do a normal playthrough for the normal No Man's Sky campaign. You can do a survival mode, a lot harder, but we want this right here. If there's an expedition, it will show up here. Time remaining, 2 weeks. We have a full 2 weeks to complete everything. Like I said, most normal expeditions take about, or you get about 6 weeks to do it. But we're going to go here, and away we go. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. The episodes for this might be roughly a phase or two along. Depends on how many I end up with. But we'll get it going here. Oh, I gotta turn that off here. Apologies for the white. But as we go, we hit initialize expedition, and here we go. Let's see where we're at. And I warn you now, this is a really pretty game.
Propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
Alright, here we go. Now, it's random what character you're going to get when you do this. I get to start off as a Viking. That's new for me. Alright, sign up with the Galactic Palaeology Society and join the community on a journey to create ancient lifeforms and uncover secrets left undisturbed for millennia. Complete milestones to earn new equipment. Complete entire phases for special exclusive rewards. View progress in the expedition page. Earn exclusive rewards by completing milestones. Complete milestones in any order. That's important. I'll go over that in a minute. Follow a path through the galaxy to each of the rendezvous points to earn large rewards. Exclusive expedition rewards can be assessed on any save. This save will remain playable when the expedition ends. Alright, now, a couple things we want to do to start with here. We want to come over here, hit escape to get to the menu area. We want to go to options. Couple key things. You want to go to network. If you want multiplayer, you make sure that says enabled. I disable it for a couple reasons. The main one is there have been known bugs and such that will show up, but only with multiplayer. So I just do single player just to do it. And there can also be more lag and latency with multiplayer, but that's entirely up to you. You can join my group. I would prefer only people, or invite only. Text chat, PvP is default on. You want to come here. If you want to have where people can fight you, shoot at you, whatever, leave that on. I prefer to go no one. I also usually turn these to nothing, just because I'd rather nobody else mess with my base. And you can change these at any time if you want. So we got that. I'll go over camera controls and stuff later on. The one thing I want to do is accessibility. Flash to white is disabled, so I guess that initial part it does that. There's some other points where it might do it, but it's off. So, and this is also where you can turn off blur and stuff like that. Alright, now it does do autosaves, and you can do manual saves, so we'll see that. Alright, now, locate and board your ship. So, to turn on the visors to find stuff easier, we press F. And we are looking for the indicator. We're going to do this. Scan. Come on. Scan. We make money doing this. So anytime you see a red dot, you want to scan the creature. There it goes. And there is our ship. Hold E. It'll tag it. Make it easier to see for us. Any other creatures? Yep. I'm a money maker. I'll admit it. Any others? No. Alright, so let's head to our ship. Now, one thing I want to do on the way, let's see here. G, that's terrain manipulator, bolt caster, mighty beam. I always like, this is called dihydrogen crystals. They are very important for a lot of things. Just want to gather what we can here of it. And we'll just do that. Now you gotta watch out, that red bar in the upper right, the longer you use it, the hotter it gets. If you release and then push, I usually like to do pulses. Alright. We're gonna come on over here. Whoop, don't fall in the hole. Although I do want to show you something, since we've got a cave right here. If you go in caves, once you're inside, okay, this isn't a hazardous planet. If you start on a planet that has a hazardous atmosphere, like really hot, really cold, get in a cave and it'll even out and you'll be fine. But you can also find things like cobalt and more stuff. But that's something we'll go over more in our regular playthroughs. It's not as important for this, but this gives us a chance. If you go here and you go to Expedition, this shows you the expedition. As I said, it's built up of 5 phases plus the final one, which is simply completing all the phases. So phase 1, have these. We gotta do locate starship, collect ancient artifacts, report to the GPS field office, collect a complete fossil, defeat an ancient guardian. There's there. And when you're done, we get posters for your base, stuff like that. Phase 2. Once again, you can see we've got a whole bunch of these. This, we get living fossil companion egg. Those can be cool. And like I said, it goes all the way down through each phase. Now here's the thing. Say phase 4. Excavate ancient bones. Well, if you notice here in phase 1, collect a complete fossil, you have to get the ancient bones to do that. And that's in pretty much, and see this, discover creatures, those creatures we were scanning. If we get 2 more, we complete this. And it doesn't have to be done until phase 2. So you've got different stuff. Discover plants. We'll make sure to scan plants as we're out and about. I believe there was one here. Excavate terrain. As we're digging up the bones, we'll be doing that. Let's see here. Now, this is really, all of this can be done as we go. So you can do them in any order. And that's a lot of the key to when folks speedrun, is they'll make sure they'll get these other ones done as quickly as they can. But we're going to go here, locate starship. Make sure it's highlighted, and it will tell you here. So, now we'll go through that. But man, just look how pretty this place is. Oh, and these guys are dangerous. That's a Venus flytrap style. He will kill you. Well, he'll hurt you. These guys, see the little red bulbs? If you walk up quick enough and just hold E to gather it, because when he explodes like that, he puts forth poisonous gas. Well, we just hold here and we get more there. Let's scan the rock. And when you look on the left, if it's got question marks there, it'll tell you, hey, you don't know what that is yet. Let's go ahead and grab this. Scan that. There's the plants I was talking about. And I'm just doing right click while I've got the F key held down to zoom in on stuff. So, and that's, you know, we're getting units. That's especially important in the full game. Oh, and one other thing. Let's see if I can find one more thing to scan here. Well, not yet. Alright, next time we find... Oh, wait. Oh, and see? We discovered 6 new species. That's done. So when you get something, you can hit escape, go to expeditioncy, new reward in phase 2. Highlight this. We're going to get radiation protection upgrade and creature pellets, which will be needed to tame something later. There we go. We've got that. Automatically goes to your inventory. Now, that's a nice radiation. I think we're on a... Are we on a radiation planet? But, just do this. Now, you want it when it's part of the protection, so if we put it next to hazard protection, you notice it lights up. If we move it over here, it's not. So that is very important for getting the best of their bits. Now, I do not want... we'll leave it. No, I don't. I want this here. This is the supercharged slots. They give bonuses. I like to put my health there. And a jetpack for now. Alright, and this is your inventory. You can range it however you want. But let's go ahead and keep heading for the ship. Do I know what you are? Yes, I do. Okay. Ooh, hi, big guy. Alright, our ship's going to be down here. Oh, it's not symmetrical. Oh, no. That just... I prefer symmetrical. I'm okay either way in some cases. I know people that would not want to use that ship at all. Alright, now when you get to places like this, there's 6 new minerals. Like I said, just scanning stuff and we got it. So this is a transmission tower. So we found our ship. Let me see, is it broke? It's not. Good, 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 good. Let's see. Personally, I prefer... I think I'm going to put this here. Put that there. There. You can come down here. Just taking a second to rearrange, folks. Give me a moment. There. Now, see? It's cold at night, so that protection starts to drop. When that blue bar reaches to 0, we start taking damage. But we're going to step in here a minute. I'm not really interested in talking to the guy, but there's a couple things. When you enter buildings, there'll be some things you can do. Let's see here. We come over here to this. Extract nanites. Nanites are another form of currency. Important. Hey, 43 free ones. We could talk to him and he'd have us do things and stuff. These are fun. In transmission towers, observatories, you'll find it's a little puzzle. Long ago, it seems, an automated distress call went unanswered. If I can crack the encryption pattern, I could potentially extract the coordinates. So the pattern is 1, 2, 6, 24, 120, X. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times the third number is 6. 6 times the fourth number is 24. 24 times 5 is 120. So 120 times 6 is 720. Distress signal coordinates detected. Now, this is great if you're just starting out a new game, because distress signals can have crashed ships, which you claim, you can salvage them later, and yeah. So that is a distress beacon. Not going to worry about it right now, though. Alright, we found our ship. What does it want us to do next? Claim our reward is what we need. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Like, where's that? Ooh, prepackaged advanced mining, supreme defense system. Cool. And it's going to give us free slots. So, your inventory has 2 sections. This is where all your technology goes. This is your normal inventory. It's got that, so we're going to go, that's 1. I'm going to go 2 up here. 2, 3 to fill that in. Then I'll go 4, 5. Alright, so let's get in here. The ship communicator registers an incoming message. The frequency is unusual, broadcast on an antiquated bandwidth, but the signature is identifiable. The Galactic Palaeology Society. Okay, let's answer it. I'm not going to even try and pronounce Viking. Bring, collect, bones, earn. And there are ways to learn the different words for the different languages, and when you do it, fills them in on that. So if you play a save long enough, you can end up understanding everything they say. The alien babbles enthusiastically, not seeming to mind whether the specifics of their words are understood. Dust floats from their hands as they gesticulate. Attached to the transmission are details of an excavation schedule, plotting out a series of dig sites spread across multiple worlds. A collection of valuable relics are listed, offered as reward for participating explorers. Hey, sure, why not? Don't have anything else to do, right? The Galactic Palaeology Society representative appears delighted. The first directive on the schedule is not a request for fossils, as I had expected, but a request for artifacts. Perhaps this first phase is a test, a measure of my excavatory skills. Alright, open inventory. Oh, echoes of the past. There we go. I joined the society, so we should have 2 here. Let me look. Yep, there we go. And we're going to get some stuff for it. We're going to get our personal refiner. I like that. Launch fuel, signal booster plans, surge battery plans, and we learned 12 GEC words. Alright. There we go. That's what would be needed to make that. And that. Alright. So, we've got that. Now, let's go here. Now, prepackaged, we want to hold E to install it. That's for our mining laser. So let's get our, this is your multi-tool and the inventory for its tech stuff. So let's see, we want this and that and that together because they're all the same. This is your bolt caster, your weapon. This is your mining beam, so we want to put the advanced connecting with it, and then we'll just scatter those 3 there. Maybe put this here. There we go. Alright, starship. Launch fuel, that's going to be needed for the launch thruster. Repair, we can use that to repair just about anything. It gave us a signal booster. I'm going to move that over here to my inventory here. Ah, shield module. Oh, for my personal, okay. Put it here connected to the other shield. There we go. Let's move those down here because we're not going to need much with that. And I'm just going to arrange some. That's the ammunition for our stuff. And then we have this stuff. Animal. That's the pellets to tame an animal later. Alright. Up. And personal refiner. Oh, that's nice. This is really nice. Personal refiner. First we need fuel, which we don't have any carbon. We'll have to pick some of that up. But we can put stuff here, it'll refine it down, like different metals, stuff like that. So first thing I want to do, get out. We need some stone. So I'm gonna come over here. Let's identify it first. See how that's a secondary element on the left? If you don't scan it to know what it is, you don't know what you're getting secondary. So let's get some of this. So I'm going to pick up a couple different resources here. And what I'll do, I'll bring you guys back when we're done getting some. Because no sense in you guys sitting here watching me boringly mine. Alright? I'll see you in a few. Alright, so as you can see, just stopped in one of these. You'll find these damaged machineries all over the place. They'll give you stuff. Sometimes it's even upgrades. Now I'm going to switch to terrain manipulator. A couple of little things with it. While you've got it equipped, T makes the area you're going to mine huge. If you go R, it'll make it small. There's different reasons you would do it that way. I'm going to go big because I want to get down to... Where is it? Oh, it's over here. This little symbol means buried technology. Salvage data is important later on. Alright, we're going to go in, investigate this building here. I just hit G to go between the different modes on my multi-tool here. And we'll come over to this building, and we're just about ready to get out of here. Nanites. Free nanites. Now, as you can see, we did get quite a bit of stuff here. Let's go ahead and organize it a little bit. We've got carbon. Now, there's a way I like to do things. Carbon, you can get condensed carbon. If you put carbon in the refiner, you get condensed carbon. So, I like to put those two together. Are different ferrites. Everything else up, sodium will have its own pluses. And then I just kind of organize things as I want here. One of the ferrite formations gave us chromatic metal as a secondary. That's really good. Now with these crystals, sometimes you'll get these doing the hydrogen. Hit E. Oh no, this is from the ferrite, which we got. Magnetized ferrite, which is the third type. Process this to get this. Process this to get this. That easy. Ooh, and a glowing mineral. Ooh, geodesite. Okay, cool. I'm going to do this. We're going to put that there. Yeah. Now, marrow bulbs can be found in those caves. If we come up here, first we're going to fuel our refiner. Now, if I come here, click backpack, and I put the marrow bulb in here, it processes down into sodium. And let's see, do I have anything else that would? These residual goops, it's a long process. It ends up getting to nanites. So I'm just going to drop these in here and get that going, because that's a start and forget. As long as it's got fuel, it keeps running. Alright, so we need to use the signal booster. Where's our ship? There it is. Need to use the signal booster to find a dig site. So we will go to the build menu, which is Z on the keyboard. I'm playing on PC. All the commands I say will be for PC keyboard. If you're using a console, it'll tell you what key to do. Alright, so there's signal booster. Click it. You just set it down here. Now, remember those batteries it gave us? The surge batteries? Those are for powering this. So, got 3 of them. Let's go ahead here. Hold E to do the signal. We want to scan for ruins. Doing that will use one surge battery to scan. It goes through its scan. It found an ancient ruin site. That way. Step to the side here real quick. Now, the little dots we see here, those are save beacons and bases other players have done. You'll see those even if you're not in multiplayer. And there's our distress beacon, but that's the one we want. It's off planet. It's not even on this planet we're on. So, back to our ship. Oh, make sure you claim it. Hold the middle mouse button to pick it back up. Now we're going to come over here to this save beacon and hit it. Boom. That's a reload spot if we needed it. Alright, so we're going to get in our ship for the first time. So this is our ship. Couple things here, okay? Now, the default is first person. However, if I go X, and I go over here to the utilities, hit X, F. This is the switch starship view. I'm going to go Control 9 to hotkey that. Okay. The other thing I like to hotkey is the photo mode. Now that that's hotkeyed, if I press 9, I am in third person. I prefer third person for a lot of things, partly because I do get motion sickness. Thank you, Hello Games, for including a way to turn off motion blur. That's very important for people like me. But now, to take off, we just hold the W, and up we go. This is our ship. W goes forward, A and D will rotate, S will slow us down. The direction you want to go is entirely with your mouse. So we're going to get out of the atmosphere, and yes, No Man's Sky, this is seamless. Watch. No load screen. That comes up, tells you what system you're in and such, but that was no load screen. Now we're going to find the relic. I'm going to put our... let's get a little higher up here. A little bit more out of the atmosphere. We want to focus on that. Put that there. I'm going to hold E to tag it. And then to activate the pulse drive, you hold down the space bar. And away we go. I don't have to do anything till we get there. It's going to do this, and we're going to drop into the atmosphere. Now it turns pulse off, and we're flying again from space down to the ground. Coming in at an angle so that I don't crash into the ground, because that does hurt the ship. Now, when we get low enough and slow enough, press E, and it lands. Right on top of a relic area. Whoops. And here we are. Planet side. Alright, now we're going to go to our terrain manipulator mode. I'm going to hit T because, yeah, we want it big. Now, we need to find relics. This is the, this is our ruin site. Hold F for scan. And we are looking for artifact fragments. So I'm going to go E on that. Come over here to it. And then we're going to unbury it. There we go. Come over here. Hold E to open it. And we got an ancient key. Alright, if I remember right, it's 3 keys to open the main artifact. So... there's the next one. I'm going to get out of the hole to go do this. Ooh, this is a very low gravity planet. Abstract. There's also salvageable scrap. If this were a normal game, I'd be drooling, because that's where you can get the Corvette parts to build your own ship. So, for anybody that is interested in that, that's there. So let's go ahead And I may do a little speedy up here while we get these parts. Now, here's our artifact crate. Hold E and click on each one to insert the 3 keys we got. And there's our artifact we found. Petrified snake shell. Though apparently the remains of some wild creature, there are indications that the animal had several close interactions with an agricultural society. Potentially, this sample is early evidence of domestication. Voila! And that's that one done. Dug up the artifact. So we go here, get that reward. Base computer plans, scatter blasters. Alright, good stuff. Hey, we know how to make a base. Scatter blaster. Oh, new weapon. Okay, well, we'll drop it there for now. Move that to there. Upgrade for our hazard. Sweet. What is it? Oh, nice. Let's just put that adjacent to that. Now, what's it want us to do? Ah, we need to make a warp cell. Let me install this stuff first. There we go. So, we need to fuel the hyperdrive. Click here. If we go to warp cell, it requires antimatter housing and antimatter. Antimatter, you know that chromatic metal we picked up? Boop! That's all we needed. Now, can I make more than one? No, we would need more chromatic metal. But we got enough that we can make a warp cell. Take the warp cell, drop it onto the hyperdrive, and it's 25% fueled. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so that part's done. Now, the nice thing about that fossil, we sell it, we'll get over 1 million units, almost 1.5 million. Yes, digging up bones and fossils and relics can make you money in-game. All in-game money, by the way. And I'm just going to point up. Oh, wrong one. Make us a way out of here, hit my jetpack, and out we go. I love low-gravity planets. Alright, so, bring proof of excavation ability to the Galactic Palaeology Society. Select the expedition route in the mission galaxy. So we are going to go to a new system. So, up we go. Get out of atmosphere here. Oops. Pulse a little bit. Boom. Now, one thing I'm going to do that I like to do on the expeditions is hit the space station first. So we'll just pulse to it. The reason being, each space station has a teleporter. You can teleport back and forth between systems if you need to go back to something. So let's fly on in here. I love the music. Yeah. But yeah, I love that music. You will always hear that first time you go in a space station each save. So it's really cool when you're doing the storyline playthrough. Alright, so by getting out of the cockpit, I've made a save here. I've been on the station. It'll show up in my teleporter menu now. But let's head into space. and head to the next system. So to go to the next system, we go X, galaxy map F. And this is your galaxy map. Now, the green line is showing the expedition route. If I were to just go right click, I could go to whatever system. And yes, every single one of these little dots of life is a system. And you can travel to those systems. Now, the further your hyperdrive jump, the quicker you can get there. But look at this. Every single one of these little dots is a system that you can go to. Each system has planets you can land on and explore. This is No Man's Sky, and I love it. Right click to get us back there. I'm gonna move the mouse just enough. Hello. There we go. Well, come on, you're supposed to turn. There it goes. Now with the line highlighted, hold left, takes us there. Now see, my hyperdrive range isn't enough to go to the next one like it wants. So I just hold left, and off we go. What we're gonna do, and yes, this is your warp drive. Ain't that cool? And pow, we're in the next system. Alright. So, we come turn around here. See all these planets? We could land on every single one if we want to. Now, what I want to do is we're going to go to this space station. And we're going to land, sell some stuff, see if we can afford at least a small hyperdrive upgrade. The upgrades and stuff cost nanites, which we don't have many of, but something cool about each of these stations. As you walk around, there are going to be different spots. Look at this interaction. There are times I could sit and watch this all day. Isn't that cool? Anyway, as we walk around, there are going to be spots. Ah, there's one. Data silo. Hold E. We just got some free units from it. And yes, you could talk to these aliens, but we're not here for that right now. Insecure repository. More units. I'm not here for you, prospector. Mr. Geck. These are Gecks. The bird guys are Gecks. These guys that look kind of like us, they're Viking. The robot guys, that's the Korvax. So, come on over here. Oh, look. This little thing. Encrypted data. Nav data. That's the other stuff you want to collect. Oh. More free stuff. So far, we're just getting units. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted nanites. Let's see here. Down here. Yes. Repository. Units. Alright, let's see here. That's that. So, we'll go back down here. Let's go. These are the vendors. That little symbol there, he'll sell you upgrades for your suit. Which, something cool. Every station's going to have exosuit upgrade. Go on it. And this time for 30,000 units, which we don't have. But you could upgrade one slot. Yes, the further you go along in the upgrades, the more they cost. This would be multi-tool upgrades. And yes, if we had the money, we could buy a new multi-tool. Come on down here. This is for our ship, and this is for our exocraft, rovers, stuff like that. But we're going to talk to this guy and see if he's got a cheap Purchase upgrade modules. Let's see. We are probably only going to be able to forge C-Class. Yeah, there we go. C-Class hyperdrive upgrade. I'll take one of those for now. Here we go on our inventory. Hold E. So, you see over here, our current hyperdrive range is 122. We install that. 182. Now, it can depend on how you arrange them. Oh, wait. Well, that isn't connected, but if I move it over here, so here, move it over here, watch this. 186. If I move it over on this side, 186. So there we go. We added 4 or 5 light years. That's actually adds up after a while. But now we're going to go downstairs. We can just jump over here to the terminal. There's the teleporter I was telling you about. And remember how I said the other space station would show up? If I come here and I go space station, ta-da! We could, if we wanted, go back. But I'm going to come here. No, not the merchant. No, I don't want to talk to you. We'll leave him. I don't want to mess with him right now. Trade terminal. There is stuff you can buy. Which do they have? Not right now, but let's sell stuff. I could sell everything if I wanted, but resources and stuff I want to keep. But he'll give me 1.465. See that minus 1.8? They don't. It's not as big a demand, so it's less than the price it said on it. But that's still 1.5 million. Sell it. Chunky meats, don't really need it. Sell it. Mordite, we're going to sell. That geodite we got, sell it. This is some of the other stuff that was on that planet for right now. Sell it. Sell it. We now have 1.6 million units. So now we can go buy. Pyrite is used to help charge one of your ship systems. So I'm going to come up here to inventory. You could either press C or just click on it, go to Starship Inventory. I'll press Q because I'm going to buy all of it that they have for 41,000. Boom. Now I'm going to go back to my inventory. Dioxide helps charge your life support. And I'll buy it. Could get more ferrite dust if we want. In fact, you know what? We will. Just to not have to run around. And they've got other parts that right now we don't need, but we could get if we wanted to. And there we go. And we look in our inventory. There's the dioxide. We got more of the ferrite. If I go to my ship, there's the pyrite, which charges. Not the uranium would charge the launch. It charges the pulse drive. Either tritium, which we don't have, or that. So now we have the ability to help charge it up. So, what am I missing to do this? Chromatic metal. Alright, you didn't sell any copper, did you? No, you didn't. Okay. Well, off to the next one we go. Maybe. I don't know if we have enough jump fuel. But we'll find out. And off we go. By the way, all the ships you saw landed there, if you talk to the pilots and have the money, you can buy any of those ships you want. Seriously. Alright, now to continue our route here. We'll go F. Now it's just a short jump here. And we do not have the fuel to get there. So what we're going to have to do here, hit escape to get out. We need to find a planet that has copper. That does high sentinel activity. I don't know if I want to mess with them yet. This is one of the times I will go into first person. You can see the planets better. Copper, high sentinel activity. Not really interested in that. What about this one? Airless planet, copper. We'll go there. So, we are going to go get copper. Why copper, you ask? If I put copper in my backpack refinery, it'll convert it into chromatic metal. And we'll have what we need. So we're just gonna fly over here. And I will bring you back once we find the copper. I think that's copper. Well, look at that, folks. I actually landed us right next to some copper. I'm gonna get this carbon while we're here. One of the important uses of carbon is, it charges your beam. Now, the nice thing about the terrain manipulator is, see, if I just pointed it anywhere on the ground here, like not where that copper is, we get silica powder. Want to see what's cool? If I go X, hit the battery, and go over here, silica powder is one of the things you can use to charge it. When you're mining stuff, you are literally mining its fuel too. So I am going to, like I said, T is big. We could do that here, but we won't get as much of the resource. I'll go R until it's little ball and gather it up. Now, I could just gather enough for what we need. I am the type, I prefer to gather all of it, save me some trips later. So, this is going to take a little bit. I will bring you back when we are done. Alright, let's get this last little bit here. Clean this all up there. There we go. And I will it's almost out anyway, so I will recharge this. And see, we've already got 667 just from mining stuff. So yes, terrain manipulator loves to do its own. Alright, I'm going to come up here and grab this die-high while I'm at it. But we've got that. Now we've got all that copper. Oh, missed the spot. Let me come back up here. Come on. Sorry, I can't pass up this stuff a lot of times. Habit from playing. Now, I will say the other thing you'll never see me do in this game is I don't do duplications. Duplication glitch is a way to take a stack of stuff and copy it so that you can end up with basically infinite resources. With the settings they've got, you can set now. I've never seen a reason for it. Just seemed like cheating to me personally. But now you can set your settings to where everything is free. You don't pay for anything. And you don't need components to build stuff. So if you're wanting to do a bunch of duplicating, why not just set your settings so you don't have to worry about paying stuff to begin with? But you won't see me do that. I also won't do what's called glitch building. It's not cheating. I've just never been able to wrap my head well enough around the processes for it. But that's just letting you know. So if you say, hey, why don't you just duplicate this stuff and get it over with, you won't see me doing that. But we have that. So now that we have all that copper, we're going to come to our backpack. First, we'll take out, see, it converted that goop into viscous fluids. I'm just going to drop that there. But we're going to come here. We're going to take the copper we just got, drop it in here, and see how it says chromatic metal? It's a 2-for-1. So it takes 2 copper to make 1 chromatic metal. There are other things you can do. There are 1 to 2, 1 to 1. But we're going to hit begin, and we're going to let that kick through. Real quick. So that's our chromatic metal we're going to need. But, and we need that so that we can make our fuel. Because, like I said, it takes chromatic metal and condensed carbon. How much condensed carbon do we have? Enough for now. We need to make sure to pick up more later. Put this over here with those. Alright, now that's enough carbon or chromatic metal for now. I can take it out of here at any time. It'll keep going. Alright, so now we're going to go. Let's make 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we come here and we can go 1, 2, 3. I'm just hitting D to increase the number 5. And that means we can now make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, thing to be careful about, you notice it also took oxygen. When we made the housings. So you gotta be kind of careful. You cannot buy oxygen anywhere. That is one you have to find out and about. But we're going to come over here, drop that on there. It took 4 of those 5 to fill it up. Put the other one there. So now we can continue our journey. Alright, so I will see you when we get to our next step. Alright, so we're coming up on the dig site here. I'll admit I did not pay attention to what kind of planet this is. Now that says approximate location. The game wants you to land, scan for it, walk to it. If I hit C, it's going to scan things. Tell us possible things around. I would like to find it without having to get down and scan. Dear Hello Games. Not many people find that fun. Let's see, is this it? Yeah, that's it. Right there. Where that bright spot is. If I come here, it's going to scan. Yep. So we're going to come on over here. So jetpack. Carefully, jetpack. You run out of fuel, you drop like a rock. It hurts. And here we go, the guy we want to talk to. The Galactic Palaeology Society agent catches my eye as they dust themselves off. You are a new worker. Good. Many of you here. Friend, you have for us? Here, this is what I got. The alien smiles approvingly. They gently push the artifact back toward me. It is mine to keep. Good, I can sell it. And there we go, we're reported to the office. Alright. Got display plans, inventory slots times 3, and more GEC words. I'm guessing we're going to be working with them a lot. Alright, so let's just keep going across. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now our next bit is to collect a full skeleton. Alright, so see over here, we come down into the hole. Hey, look. Hold E. Oh, that's a tailbone. I'll check the discarded dirt for stuff. Dirt and rusted metal. Cool. Go here. Well, maybe. Nope, it's not wanting us to do that. Let's see. What we want to do is hold... Well, we'll get this stuff first. We want to hold F. Now see, this is the scanning bit. See how it did that? Well, we can see there's others here too. But we're going to do that. Highlight it. Press E. We're going to go that way. Now, we can run there, or we can take our ship. I'm just going to run there, but before I leave, I want to make sure 69%, that's plenty for us to be able to call it to us later on the ship. So, we're going to do that. Every now and then, jetpack. Whoop. Ah! You evil thing, you. That is a hazardous plant. They hate it. Oh, hi. I need more of this stuff. So I will see you when we get to the site. I'm going to collect some carbon and hydrogen while we're on our way. Maybe some oxygen. Oh, I can show you something. Before we do, once you have your scanner, if you press C while you're on the ground, gives you all this bit. That tells you where oxygen is, sodium, hydrogen, carbon. Oops. Recharge. Fill it up.
Recharge.
Alright, but let's keep going. Now you do get some oxygen from these guys, the hazardous ones. Not a lot, but you do get some. Oh, and eliminating 6 of those was part of our milestones. Cool. But yeah, I'm going to go along and collect some stuff, so I'll... See this? Oxygen plant. I will see you guys when we get to the fossil bed over there. Alright, so here we are again. Hey, buddy. I need to scan you guys so I can have some more money.
Received. Units received. Units received.
There. Thanks, guys. Alright, now if you look, each of these markers is a bone. So we've got 5 fossil here. Beautiful. I'll go back here. I'll hit T because I want to clear this out as quickly as possible. Oh, look at this. Heck yeah. Now, do I have room in? Yes, I do. Okay, good, 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 good. I'm going to move these here. There we go. Alright, and we come down here to them. Collect. That was a skull. That's some legs. Another tail. 2 tailbones. We're looking for a rib cage now. Ah, there's a rib cage. We have everything we would need. Alright. So, see, me leaving it behind was good because now it wants us to summon our ship. So we hit X. Oh.
Toxic
Oh.
protection. Falling.
Sudden storm. Toxic one. That's not good. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys something here. You see how if you look up at our health, half of our health is gone as far as the pluses. One of the ways to take care of that is go hunting. So if I switch this over to, I'll say the mining beam in this case. We're going to come over to this animal here. Sorry, buddy. I need you for my health. And we're going to injure it until it goes to sleep. We're going to get a couple things from that. See those meaty chunks? That's what we're after. Now, I eat 1, 2, 3 of those. And it has completely healed us. Ah! But now we've got more toxic storm.
Toxic protection. Falling.
That thing followed us. Whoa! Hey, I just healed up. Go away. Good grief. Now, let's call our ship in. Here we go. Hit X. Here, let me show you what we did. I hit X, go over to the summon vehicles, up. See our ship? As long as it's green, we can tell it to land there. And as long as you had enough launch fuel in it, it comes down to us. Scan you guys while we're at it. Ah! It's here again. Get in the ship. I told you it's following us. So we have 5 of 5 parts. Now to go back to the Paleontology Society, or Paleology, which is, funny thing, right here. We'll land. Alright, let's go talk with our buddy again here. Alright, now before we do anything else, we need to collect the rewards. Because part of what's in here is something we're going to need. Probably. Alright, what'd it give us? Oh, it's trying to kill me with the geology cannon. No. No. I will take the thermal protection, though. It's trying to kill us, guys. You know what? Let's go this. There. Actually, put that there. There we go. Now, we're down to 23 on the health bar. See the dioxide? Use it. We're back up to 100. Alright, now what's it want us to do? It wants us to defeat an ancient guardian. So, some of these, there it is. See, some of these sites are protected by guardians. No, not that. I didn't want to do that. We are going to go there. Where is it? 400 something? Stay here. I'll see you guys there. Alright, now here's the fun part, guys. There's 2 of them. Let's make sure we put this on Boltcaster. It's reloaded. We need a little more ammo. So all it takes to make ammo is some ferrite dust. I'm going to make a little bit more. There we go. Use these up while we're at it. Alright. So. Let's go ahead. Destination reached. So. Shall we disturb it? Here we go. And now we fight. Whoa! Watch it. They hurt. This is the fun part. Here we go. Cue the battle music. And 2. You know what? Screw you 2. Oh, wait. I want to do the cheat thing with you. Go away. You too. Holy cow, look at this. Hazard City. Good grief. This is a little ridiculous. I was battling in what amounts to a minefield. Holy cow. Look at this. They put all this stuff here for you to lure you in. Look at that. Oops, overheated. Holy cow. If you did not have your hazardous Florida at this point, you would now. Okay. So, that's it. So we're going to build the display now. I can just put down right here and assemble the fossil. So we need a skull, and we only have one of those. Torso, we have one of those. Wings, we have our choice. Wait, this one's not going to have wings. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Let's go with that. And then that. This guy's going to look funky. And let's give him a curled tail. Why not? Package exhibit. Here it is. Now, cool thing, we can just pick this up and use it again later. And we've completed that. Now, I want to look. See, this is here. That's our display stand. I'm going to store it in the ship here. Oh, can't yet. But there's that. We got some polished stone and a vigilant stone eye out of that battle. But yeah, see, here's the tails that we have left. Yeah, there's our fossil. He's worth almost 600,000 units. Alright, so let's call our ship in. And while it's coming down, we will go ahead and... Oops, wrong one. Collect our rewards here. We've got that one. It wants us to install the... Oh, apply upgrade. Multi-tool expansion. Nice. 2. Cool. Oh, scatter blaster module upgrade. Cool, thank you. Prepackaged. I don't ever use the personal force field, so it'll probably be something else we sell. Shell greaser unit. Oh, that's for that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then the other one. Here we go. Some upgrades for us. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ship landing upgrade. Nice. And an upgrade for us. The jetpack. See, here's what happens with the supercharge. See that 233, 32? Now if I move it over here to the supercharge, it increases the bonus. Gotta love that. Oh, and the rest of the chromatic metal's done too. Alright, so there is that. Now, we need to go back to the dig site. Let's go to the next one. You see, if you look here... Hey guys, congratulations, we are done with Phase 1. Let's get our Phase 1 rewards. And we have the plans for some posters for our base. And that is that. Just that quick. So we look here. Heck, we've already gotten the hazard one. Let's go ahead and grab that. Ooh, and we get an S-class reward out of that. Go ahead and throw that there. Alright guys, but we're going to go ahead and call it an episode for that. That's all of Phase 1. Next episode, we'll take care of Phase 2. See how much of 3 we can get done at the same time. But yeah, these are fun. And it also gives you a good look at No Man's Sky before we go and do our full storyline playthrough. Alright, but definitely thank you for watching. Please hit that like button on your way out and leave a comment and let me know what you think of the expeditions. Have you ever played them before? If so, which one was your favorite? Both of those really do help the channel out. Also, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe if you want to see more, and click that notification bell so you know when the next episode is out. Until then, take care and we will see you on the flip side.